Hey, yo, bro, what's up with the boy Mike P talking like that, yo?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest. And
he don't want battle Young Cannon, yo. What's up with that? Nigga tripping.
When he gets outside, he causes a lot of trouble.
He said he'll battle more. He won't battle more Madness or Noon. No, I'm like, nigga. You ain't getting that. Yeah, he said he don't want to do small rooms.
They keep it on the ground against Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He said
3 yards there. Now third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take.
I already had 5 battles. All 5 battles.
That's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is
he said he want to battle that nigga. And some of my man, he said he don't want to do small room. He don't want to do no small room. He trying to go.
Third and long. It's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced
I don't know.
back from an ACL injury in 2015 and really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from his Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And his defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top. time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw. Charles Johnson's stock and trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He was an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. The first two games in the playoffs were great, but getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell could set new records.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 48. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Stewart again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches, and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. And Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen and second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to come together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go back to Stewart on first. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Yards here to go for the offense on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Newton now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen from 19 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Godot now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part and forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Hey, I wanted to sneak this in. Overtime in the Super Bowl. First ever, by the way. Some folks after were having a discussion. Did they like the college rules for overtime better? Should each team at least get an offensive possession? What do you think?
Now, how deep are you talking about the college rules? Because I don't like the college overtime because it feels gimmicky to me. Because it's
starting from the 25.
Yeah, it's not real football. But you're talking about make it equal.
Should each team at least get a possession?
I am so old school, Brandon. I liked the original sudden death. Okay? Coin flip. One team gets the ball, one team doesn't. You have a chance to stop them on defense. If you don't do that, so be it. That's just me. But in this situation, I do like the tweak the NFL made. If you go downfield and score a touchdown, that's your ball game. If it's a field other team gets a possession. I think that's more than equitable. For me, bring it back to the original sudden death.
Man, you are old school. I do think at least it should be a touchdown. A field goal should not decide it on the first possession. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A screen to Bell. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Brown, the lone receiver left. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Can't find anyone open. Now he's forced out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. We have hit halftime. So 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Bell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Back to a minimal gain.
Surveying the field, and he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing in the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Partner, while we have a second, I live in Atlanta. The day after the Super Bowl, everybody was talking about one thing, the play calling at the end of the game. Should Atlanta have run the football more? What did you take away?
And I do believe you're talking about Atlanta up 28-20. First and 10 on the 22-yard line of New England after that nice drive deep in their own territory. I thought run the football there. 3 points was paramount. Run the football, eat up some clock. Don't snap the ball too late in the play clock. Run it and have Matt Bryant come out and kick a field goal and put them up 11 at that point. At least that's the attempt.
You know what?
Instead, they try and throw the football, bring themselves into some problems, and they punt it away. And here comes Tom Brady and the Patriots. And
here come the armchair quarterbacks. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game.
Oh, what happened, yo?
So they have to change some things up because he's so versatile. Maybe I get the ball in his hand somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
But defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
And caught right side, Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle it physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because quickness often wins the route.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a carry for the longtime Panthers, D'Angelo Williams. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to establish that running game, and they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He finds Jones complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they're going to speed things up here.
The field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. The seemingly endless drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, not long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has worked in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line running splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rodgers from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because the defense will make some adjustments. You've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And we're back now in Charlotte, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Newton. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Newton. He finds a man, and it's Olsen. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that rip about. Back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with, with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
And I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. Pretty little juke there on a nice game. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
After the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And takes it over the middle. And they're getting inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, but a huge man.
Big boy.
But how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down.
Well, that's for sure. I didn't know what else. I didn't want not challenge him at dinner either.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face.
Yeah, she nice as shit, bro. I thought album.
So because you've tried to run the ball, it really didn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It's to break our fourth quarter tie. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that one, you had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Fighting him off.
Ran right through the trash.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, when they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, they've all been going together as one unit in the field. Really nice pickup.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. But it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd down. Pretty good coverage there. Both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll stop the ball at the 47-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went on for a turn it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it. Trusted his defense. Trusted his defense very much. And I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. charged the ball free and brings up third down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. So a 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Throwing down Roethlisberger. On the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown. Bell with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Gibb. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you might have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you ignore and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Oh, man.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, it's tough trying to draw the final play.